Yeah, it's simple, but it's, you know.
Nice and breedy.
Yeah, you know, like me. Just kidding.
The most pretty girl in the world.
Thank you. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Megan.
And I'm Josh.
Yes, and today we're doing Rd1 Amburana finish, right?
Amburana,
I was trying to make it fancy.
I think it's okay. Amburana. You call it whatever you want, honey.
You know, do what works for you.
So we went to Rd1
Yes.
on our bourbon trail. Megan and I's first. And we enjoyed this bottle quite a bit when we were at the distillery. And that was my first introduction to Amburana. Mm-hmm. Megan's as well. It was quite pleasant. We just cracked this bottle, so the one at the distillery had been open for a while, so there might be a little bit difference in oxidation, so this one might not taste initially quite as good as the other. It's 110 proof. They've got a little hip flask style full 750 bottle, and if you can see down there at the bottom, it is fence lined. Mm-hmm. Because they are in Lexington, and if you know anything about Lexington, you know it's the horse racing capital of the world, and it is just absolutely covered in every area around it by ranches full of horses and thousands and thousands and thousands of miles of fences.
Yes, pretty accurate description, yes.
Yeah. So, I enjoyed my time at Rd1. Mm-hmm. Dad is off camera. I think even he enjoyed his time at Rd1.
Yeah.
Megan did. We were able to try some of their exclusive, fancy, pay $300 for the bottle kind of stuff for only like $10. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm. Got to get some right out of the barrel in their store, so that was cool.
Yeah, we thieved from the barrels. So I think
this smells really nice.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, I was having a hard time picking up like how to describe it, but definitely you can get those spices in there, and then like a little subtle sweetness.
Yeah, there's like a little sugary sweetness.
It smells really nice.
Like you just added a little sugar to your cereal. Mm-hmm.
I like that bottle too.
The birdie.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's, you know.
Nice and breedy.
Yeah, you know, like me. Just kidding.
The most pretty girl in the world.
Thank you.
Who remembered her wedding band.
Sorry if you're blinded today.
This time.
Sparkling. Yeah.
First appearance, she was like, we got most of the way there, and just, I forgot something, honey. I'm like, what? I'm like, my engagement ring.
So see, when I got it, I wore it at work, and I'm in and out of gloves all day, and popped a stone out. So now I don't get to wear it all the time. So, you know, I'm trying
Likely story. She's just trying to hit on all of her patients when I'm not around.
Yeah, no thank you.
All the old men and old women that come in. She's just trying to get somebody to hop on their life insurance policy.
Anyways, we digress.
Once again, guys, if you have not subscribed, now is the great time to do it. Right here, while Megan sips and enjoys her Amburana finished bourbon. If you have not liked the video, now is a great time to do it. Hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date on what we're doing. Leave us a comment if you have something to say, and share with your friends, because we'd like to talk to some more people about the gospel of bourbon and whiskey.
And you know, we need help buying all of these bottles because they just get more and more expensive the more interesting they get. So this one definitely can taste a little bit of the proofy the more it sits.
Well, you did make a 20 proof jump from your last pour to this pour.
That Amburana wood has an interesting taste. It doesn't taste as much like the cinnamony spices and sugary sweetness. Maybe a little bit up front, but I just can't place it. It's just not a familiar taste for me.
I think it tastes a little like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but the proof for it is probably messing up your taste buds a
For
little bit.
me, yeah, because I can still feel a little bit on the tongue, yeah.
Less sweet on the palate as it is on the nose.
Yeah.
Very spice forward. Amburana is obviously known for being cinnamon bomb on the palate.
And they use the staves, right, when they do these?
So they're not staves, they're little honeycombs.
Oh, yeah.
So for their other finishes, they make like a necklace
Right,
with little chips that are aerated, so to speak. And then for the Amburana, they just have a long comb of honeycomb style of the Amburana wood, and they don't finish them long. This was one of the coolest things that we learned, is their master distiller and their tasting team goes around every single week and tries each barrel to find out, okay, are we getting a little too far on the finish on this one? Okay, maybe we need to pull this. You know, it's a little higher than Rickhouse. Maybe we need to pull that one. Go ahead and set it up to be blended or have it set up as a single barrel. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, each one was a little different how they did it with the different types of wood and the shapes and things. I just couldn't quite remember how this one was. But yeah, I mean, this place is pretty neat, and I think they were doing a new building or something.
Yeah, they are building. They're building their own distillery that I think was supposed to be open this year, 2025. I think they said. Dad, do you remember?
I think it's a little bit longer.
A little longer, maybe
They
26.
said it's going to be a really big. The way they talked, it's going to kind of rival Bardstown.
Yeah. So very modern.
Modern look.
Yeah, very modern, very scientific.
They did have a rendering of it, I believe.
Yeah.
It's probably on their website.
Yeah. So I believe it's just rd1.com. And if you don't know what RD1 means, it's Registered Distillery 1. They were the first. They obviously have not been in business the entire time, but they bought RD, Kentucky Distillery number 1, the first license. They bought it and they're using that, so that's their name. Was not, it's not whatever 250 years old or anything like that. They're quite modern in the last, I think, 6 or 7 years. So I'd say that this whiskey itself is fairly old. I would put it 5+. Definitely doesn't have any of the young graininess that some young bourbon can get. I do enjoy it. I think with more time for the bottle to open, it will be a lot better.
Yeah, that water just brought out more of the alcohol for me.
That is a you thing, because I picked up way more like sugary sweetness after the water.
Yeah, I guess I'm just getting used to the more proofy things. Not that it's bad, it's just something I'm not entirely used to doing, especially in a fashion like this, neat, not, with anything. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed when we went to RD1 and enjoy their bottles and different things that they're doing. So I'm excited if we go back to see their new place and what all they got coming.
Yeah, the water mellowed the palate out. It's a little sweeter, a little less in your face with the cinnamon. If I had to rank this bottle, and I do, I'm gonna give it a B-. I think my rating will climb after it's had some time to open, and I'm certain it will climb with later releases of this, because they had a 10-year Amburana finish, which was sourced, was not their own juice, and that was a lot better than this. I would have given that a B+, an A- in that category, because the flavors of the bourbon outweighed the flavor of the Amburana, which is more what I'm looking for in a finish, and you're looking for something to hide the bourbon flavors.
Not necessarily hide, but just, okay. I mean, it's not that it's not good, so it's just that I'm not used to this way of introducing it to myself. I'm used to it being mixed in with something else and having it in that fashion. So it's good, but for me, it's just a little proofy. So like a C-. No.
Well, there you have it. Maybe not the best bottle for a beginner.
Yeah, I wouldn't be drawn to this one for a beginner. I'm drawn to it because of the Amburana, the different, curious more about what that is. But yeah, to sip this one, probably wouldn't pick it myself.
I think if you could proof this down from 110 to 100, I think you would enjoy this a lot more.
Yeah, I might be able to pick up more.
Yeah. But one of these days, you'll be drinking 130 proof and being like, pish posh.
Yeah, we'll see.
Don't even feel it. So guys, thanks for being here with us. And as Dad always says, like great bourbon, our videos get better with time.
And the sun says, take care of yourselves.
Don't whisper, say it again.
Oh, sorry. Always take care of yourselves.